Good day children, Sai Ram and welcome back to our next session of this lesson, that is tourism. In our previous lecture we have learned about the tourism, types of tourism on the basis of boundaries. Okay, on the basis of boundaries we have learned about the types of tourism, that is domestic tourism and international or foreign tourism. These are the two types we have already learned in our previous lecture. Now let's proceed with our lesson. We'll see the types of tourism on their speciality, on the purpose, on the basis of aim of visiting a particular place. That is only here we are going to learn about. Okay, types on the basis of aim of tourism and its specialities. Now as you all know children, there are many tourist places in our country itself. Okay, some are famous for its processions, some are famous for its sanctuaries, some are famous for its wandering life in the wilderness. Okay, wandering about in the wilderness. Then some are famous for its sea tourism, some are famous for its health tourism, some are famous for its adventure sports that are available. Okay, some are famous for its life below the sea level. Okay, so all these are the various specialities of the places in India. Okay, here you can see in this picture about places famous for processions. Okay, some you all must be seeing this Ratha Yatra and all. Some religious processions are taking place. Okay, then some places are famous for its sanctuaries. Just now I told you. Okay, now which are the places in India having famous for its sanctuaries? Like the Jawai Bandar Leopard Conservation Reserve, Pali, Rajasthan. Then the Ranthambore National Park, which is at Savai Madhopur, that is in Rajasthan. Okay, then the Jim Corbett National Park, which is in Uttarakhand. The Kaziranga National Park, which is in Assam. Then the Kanha National Park, which is in Madhya Pradesh. Then the Sundarbans National Park, which is famous in West Bengal for its, you all must be knowing, tigers. Okay, are found in the Sundarban National Park. Okay, so these are the various wildlife sanctuaries in India. Okay, and the wildlife sanctuaries look like this. Okay children, I hope you all must have also visited some of the other wildlife sanctuary. The next is about wandering in the wild. Okay, some people just go about just for wandering in the wild. Okay, so which are the places famous for wandering in the wild? For example, people go out to Assam to see the home of one-horned rhinos. Okay, some people go to Rishikesh. Okay, then some people go to Shimla, which is the queen of northern hills. Okay, then the Tirthan Valley, the adventure hub of Himachal. Okay, these are the places people go for wandering in the wild. Okay, apart from that, in Goa they go for the official party. Okay, then cleared Gans, that is heaven amidst the hills, famous for heaven amidst the hills. Okay, then Srinagar, the gem of Kashmir. Then Andaman, the beach heaven is there. Then the Leh Ladakh, the biker's paradise is there. Okay, so these are the various places where people just go for a wander. Okay, just to wander about in the wild. Okay, taking full entertainment of the nature. Then the next is about the sea tourism. Okay, people go for sports and all, that is underwater sports and all. You all must have heard about this underwater sports and all. Okay, you are able to see the beautiful underwater life over here. Okay, now which are the places which are famous for this underwater life below sea level? The wreck of Suzi's, that is in Goa. The Bats Island, which is in Goa. The Jetty in Goa. Okay, the Baina Beach in Goa. Many places are there because, as you all know children, Goa is very much famous for its beaches. Okay, so when it is famous for its beaches, naturally underwater sports and all take place. So sea tourism is on a large scale in these places. Okay, then in Lakshadweep also we have this Kalpeni, then Bangaram in Lakshadweep, then Havelock in Andaman and Nicobar, and the Grand Central Station, which is there in the Netrani Island in Karnataka. So these are the various places where you can get to see the life below sea level or for a sea tourism. Then people mainly many a times people go for medical tourism also. Okay, to places like India for Ayurveda and all, you all must have heard about it. Okay, when many of the foreigners come to India just to have the medical treatment. Okay, as well as in the Indian people also go outside India for taking medical treatment. So that is called as medical tourism. So which are the places in India having the medical treatment places? That is in Chennai, we can say, in Mumbai, in New Delhi, then Goa, Bangalore, okay, Ahmedabad, Coimbatore, then Vellore. These are the places where the medical tourism destinations are there in India. Okay, so these places are very much famous for their medical treatment. Okay, children. Then you all must have seen over here the sports over here, that is adventure sports people like to undertake. Okay, so people go out for a tourism to have this adventure sports. Which are the places in India having this adventure sports? Here it is at Bir Billing. Okay, that is for famous for paragliding. Okay, in Rajasthan also, panoramic views of Rajasthan we get from a hot air balloon. So that is also part of the adventure sports. Then people go to Rishikesh also for enjoying the cliff jumping. Okay, then people go to Ladakh, trekkers passing through the Haskar Lake. Okay, then people go out to Manali also. Trekking is a fun in Manali. Then Har Ki Dun Valley is there, the Gulmarg is there, the Auli is there. These are the best adventure places in India. Okay, which is mainly in the north of India. Okay, so here is the life under sea, which we have already discussed about. Okay, so these are the various purposes or specialities or aims for visiting such places. Okay, next is GPS for tourism. Now you all must be knowing, children, the GPS system is there in your smartphones. Okay, because you all are handling the smartphones, you all must be knowing that there is a GPS system in our smartphones which is mainly used for tourism purposes. Because what in this GPS, according to the GPS system, we are having the Google Maps. Okay, because of which we can come to know exactly where we are and where we are supposed to go. Okay, it leads us over there. Okay, for all these purposes, GPS is very much necessary for tourism. The GPS system in our smartphones or the GPS instrument is largely used for tourism. For that, we need special application like the Google Map. We can know our exact location with the help of the map. Once it is decided where we want to head, then information regarding all the possible routes of travel, distances, time required according to the type of vehicle, amenities on the way like petrol pump, restaurants, lodges, etc. becomes available in the app. And we can use this for tourism. Okay, children, I hope you all have understood till here. So what have we learned today? We have learned about the types of tourism with a purpose, on a certain aim, with certain specialities. For that reason, this is what we have learned in this. Okay, children, I hope you all have understood till here. Okay. Children, that's all for today. The remaining part of the lesson we'll do in the next lecture. Till then, thank you, children.